Oh, Gaffer, going into Saturday against Scunthorpe, something of a special game coming up for yourself particularly. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing my team play again. It's one of them. Listen, I had my history as a player and as a manager at Scunthorpe is there. It's well documented, and I'm proud of my time there, both as a player and as a manager. But that's in the past. I never dwell on the past. Never look to it. So for me, my main focus, my only focus, and my excitement around the game is seeing my team play and try to continue the run of form that we've been on in recent weeks. It's I think when you're in the game for 30 odd years, you're going to come up against previous teams or clubs you played for or managed. So I wouldn't say you get used to it, because I didn't play or I haven't managed that many clubs. But for me, when it comes down to match day, all those sort of personal things are well out the window. Even before match day, it's not something that I ever really think about. All I'm thinking about is how we can set up our team as well as we can, and how we can try and win the game.
3 wins in 4 for us at the moment. Tidy little run of form. Are you happy with how we're going?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's still room for improvement, without a doubt. Said 3-4 weeks ago that we had to draw a line in the sand and start looking at the mid to long term with our performances, and rather than just the next result. So we haven't changed from that mindset. We're still looking on how we can have continual improvement with the players, with the team, and I think that's the way we have to continue to focus. But we know we're in a competitive game, and we want to win games as often as possible. So, but for me, I'm happy with the way the players have approached the games. I spoke about the first 20 minutes at Northampton, which was a disappointing block for us, but I think we learnt a valuable lesson from that and put it into place on Tuesday. But we know we can do things better in all aspects of the game, regardless of the result Tuesday. Great result for us, fantastic win away from home, a tough venue against a very good team. I think their league position belies their quality. I think you could see that from what they did last season. So it was a great result for us as a club, but there's still things that we know we need to improve on, both on and off the ball.
How's that feeling been since Tuesday? Because obviously it's a late one, come back and everything. Yeah. Does that mood come through in the following couple of days?
Yeah, obviously we used to being on the road and these long journeys. I mean, it wasn't the longest one in the world, but still on a Tuesday night, it's a fair way. But it's just as far for our supporters to go, and they don't moan about it. Certainly when we win. So. It was great to get a win for them guys as well. But we've recovered yesterday. We've been back in today, working mainly with the players that didn't play Tuesday, but trying to touch base with some of them from Tuesday about things that we can possibly improve on. So tomorrow we'll get down to the nuts and bolts of how we're going to play out on the grass and prepare for the game as normal. But the players, I think we're sort of getting a semblance of consistency in our mindset, in a feeling in the environment. I think there's a lot more settled players at the moment, and a clarity of what we need to do going into games, a clarity of what's expected from each individual. And I think that's the way for us to continue. I think the season's a long time. There's a lot of games and a lot of points to be won over a long period. So that's why we have to focus on continual improvement for me, because I think if we continue to do that, it will bring positive results.
We talk about consistency, the FA Cup and the Leasing.com trophy also coming up soon. How do you see that? Firstly, the draw against Burton, and secondly, is it a chance for some of the other squad players to get involved?
We will focus on this game, but obviously when the draw came out, everyone's around their telly. I'm guessing waiting for the draw. It's an exciting time for everyone in English football. It's a brilliant competition that we're involved in. So to get a home tie against a team from a higher level is a great test for us. I think it'd be a great gauge for our players to play a team from a higher level and go in a one-off game. I think it's always a different atmosphere, I think, around a game like that. So we're looking forward to that, and obviously the leasing trophy as well. That we always give the opportunity to players that are not haven't been starting as much. And I think when these cup competitions come around, I think it always adds a bit of excitement to the club. The FA Youth Cup next Wednesday as well. With the U team playing, so that'll be great for them, and we'll all go and watch that as well. So, I always feel like there's a tinge of excitement when the cup comes around. Certainly the FA Cup for everybody. I think it's a brilliant competition that's gets maligned sometimes. In the late by the higher level of the game. Because of the importance of the Premier League and the Champions League and things like that. But certainly for clubs at our level, the FA Cup is a brilliant competition. And we want to try and have a good little run in it. But this week I focus on Saturday's game.
That brings me into my last point, just finally ahead of the game. Obviously we found out about Carl quite late on Tuesday, but are there any other injuries, availability concerns or?
No, we've a couple of lads are coming back. Liam Hogan's trained with us now, consistently played a friendly during the week. Obviously with Kyle, we think he'll be out for a while, but we were really happy with Mark Howard coming in and playing so well the other night. Gave a really assured performance. I think is the way he is, the way he handled himself, gave the rest of the team a real composure. When he was thrown in at the deep end really, but he's a top pro, so we were delighted to get him in. And but Carl will be out for a while. Chris Neal's not back training yet, so we'll see how that pans out, unfortunately. But I think that's pretty much it really. There's no one else coming back from injury at this stage. So we've got the squad, what we've had to choose from in the last couple of weeks available for Saturday.